Yes friends, now we'll see long answer type questions. First, read the function of parts of a plant given below. You can see there is a plant with its parts. First, fixes plant to the soil, prepares starch, takes part in reproduction, then after supports branches and bears flowers. In the diagram given in figure, write the names of parts whose function you have just read at the appropriate space. So, these are the functions of the parts of the plant, and according to this, you have to identify these parts of plant and label this plant. Okay, first, fixes plant to the soil. Fixes plant to the soil. So, you can see here, for this, roots are responsible. So, for A option, what you have to write down there? Here, you have to write down root. Roots fixes plant, root fixes plant to the soil. You can see here now, and these roots act as anchor. Then after, next is prepares starch. Which part of the plant prepares starch? This is leaf part. So here we will write down leaf, and for this here you have to write down leaf. Leaf is the part of the plant where starch is prepared, or we can say food is prepared, because we know very well leaf. This is called food factory of the plant. Why it is called? Because leaf contains chlorophyll pigment, and this chlorophyll pigment traps sun's heat, and it is very essential to carry out photosynthesis process. Okay. And then after, some part of this glucose, actually food is prepared in the form of carbohydrate, and a simplest form of carbohydrate is there, glucose. So food is prepared in the form of glucose. So some part of this one is utilized to perform various activity by the plant, and some part of glucose is converted into starch, and it is stored in the stem and leaf part of the plant. Okay. So this is starch. Prepares starch. Who prepares starch? Leaf prepares starch. Then after, takes part in reproduction. Now it is asking about reproduction. Already I have told you. From this plant, flowers are reproductive part of the plant. Why? Because they contains male and female reproductive systems. Okay, and pistil is female reproductive system, and stamen is male reproductive system. Okay, so for this, what you have to write down here? Flower. Right answer for this, flower. So we will label here also, it is flower. Okay, then after, D option is there, supports branches and bears flower. What is this? And already I have told you about this one. Stem supports branches and bears flower. So for this, you have to write down here stem, and this is stem now, so we will label here also stem. Okay. Now you can see here A, B, C, D, plant is also labeled, and I have given to you answers also. So in this way you have to explain this question. Okay. Now we'll see next question. Draw the veins of leaves given in figure below and write the type of venation. There is no diagram, but actually there are some diagrams. Draw the veins of leaves. Actually first is just like this. This is leaf of grass. Okay, and one more is there. This is leaf of people. This is leaf of people. Okay, and then after one more is there. Yes, plant of hibiscus. Plant of hibiscus. Yeah, you can say China rose also. China rose. Okay, so it has also same type of leaf. What you have to do, draw the veins of leaves. You know, if we talk about this grass, so it has parallel venation, just like this. So you have to draw in this leaf this type of venation. It has parallel venation. Which type of venation is this? Parallel venation. Then after in people, you know, this people has, it is midrib, and this people has reticulate venation, just like this. You can see here now, reticulate venation. You know, a trap of winds can be seen in people. And after this, so we will write down here which type of venation is there? Reticulate venation. Then after last, China rose. You know, there is also reticulate type of venation is there, and you know, many branches are there also in this. You can see here, these are not parallel to each other. So in China rose, which type of venation you can see? This is reticulate venation. Okay, so you have to draw these venation in blank leaves. Clear? Then after we'll see next question. The same question is repeated there. You can see grass, people and China rose, and already I have told you about this one. So again I will draw same type of venation. This is parallel venation, and in people you can see reticulate venation. In China rose also again you can see this is reticulate venation. Okay, and you to write down there also. It has parallel venation, it has reticulate venation, and it has again reticulate venation. Then after, observe figure and attempt the questions that follow it. You can see this diagram. It has reticulate venation. You can see now clearly it is visible, just like this. You know, I think you know very well, if winds are running parallel to each other, just like this. So it is called parallel venation, and it is reticulate venation. So first question related to this diagram, label the parts 1, 2, 3 and 4 in the diagram. So this is your first question. Label this part 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, first, what is this? It is called petiole. It is called petiole. What is petiole? You know, this petiole connect this leaf part to the stem. You can see now stem. This is the branch of stem. So this petiole connect this leaf to the stem. Then after, what is this? This one. It is asking about this one. It is midrib of this leaf. Yes, it is called midrib. Then after, it is asking about this green part of the leaf, and it is flat part of the leaf now, and it is called lamina. It's lamina. Okay. Then after, it is asking about these lines. These are actually, what are these? These are veins. So for 4 number we will write down here vein, vein. So you can see here this leaf is labeled. Now next question, what type of venation does the leaf has? This leaf has reticulate venation. So answer of B is reticulate venation. Okay. So because here veins are not parallel to each other, that's why it has reticulate venation. Then after, what type of venation is seen in grass leaves? It is asking about grass leaves, and in previous question already I have told you about this one. You know, in grass has parallel venation. Grass has parallel venation. Okay now, just like this I told you now about this one. Yeah, this one, this type of venation is found in leaves. Okay. Then after, we'll talk about next question. Observe the picture. You just see there is a twig of stem and some leaves are covered by a polythene bag. So just observe this diagram very carefully, and this S figure carried out with leaves of plant and polythene bag. Now answer the following questions. First, which process is demonstrated in this activity? By this activity, what you are understanding? This activity is related to which, which process? So this is transpiration. What will say? Transpiration process is demonstrated in this activity. So actually what is this? Transpiration. Trans, transpiration. Okay, this process is transpiration. Now next question, when will this activity show better results? On a bright sunny day or a cloudy day? This transpiration process, this activity show better results on a bright sunny day. Yes, where? On a bright sunny day, this activity shows better results. At first, what is transpiration? Transpiration, it means this is loss of water. Transpiration means this is loss of water in the form of water vapor from the leaf part. And in here, stomata, tiny pores are present at the lower surface of leaves, and through this stomata there is loss of water in the form of water vapor. So actually what is this? This is loss of water. And you can see here, so this activity will show better result on a bright sunny day, because what happens on a bright sunny day, this water, speedily it will convert into water vapor and will and release out from the stomata of the leaf. Okay. Then after, what will you observe in the polythene bag after a few hours of setting up this activity? When you are setting this activity, and now what you have to do, just leave this leave it for few hours. But after few hours, what you are observing in this polythene bag? After few hours of setting up this activity, we will observe small droplets will be appear on the inner surface of the polythene bag. Yes, on the inner surface. Here you will see water droplets, tiny water droplets on the inner surface of polythene bag. From where it comes? Actually, what happens when you leave this activity for few hours? So because of sun's heat, we know very well, leaves always continuously 24 hours carry out transpiration process. So it means there is loss of water, it is going on continuously. Actually what happens when this stomata removes out these water in the form of water vapors. So these are light in weight now, obviously they will rise up. But what happens? These water vapors strike to the inner surface of the polythene bag, because these water vapors, because this polythene bag do not allow these water vapors to escape out in the air. Okay, so after striking on the inner surface of polythene bag, they get condensed, and because of condensation they convert into water droplets, and these water droplets can be seen, these water droplets collect on the inner surface of the polythene bag. So these are actually these water droplets, whatever can be seen on the inner surface of the polythene bag. Okay, so what you will observe? After few hours in this activity, we will observe tiny water droplets on the inner surface of the polythene bag. And why it is? It is because of transpiration. And how it occurs? Already I have told you about this one. Then after, we will talk about D question. Mention any one precaution you must take while performing this activity. It is asking only about one precaution. While performing this activity, this polythene bag should be clear and dry. First precaution is there. I will tell you 3 precautions. Okay. So while performing this activity, what you have to do? This polythene bag should be clean and dry. Second thing, second thing, twig, whatever you are taking now, so twig should be fresh with 10 to leaves, 10 to 12 leaves, at least there should be 10 to 12 leaves to carry out transpiration process. Okay, and it should be fresh also. Clear? And one more precaution is there, this mouth, this is mouth of polythene bag, so mouth of polythene bag should be sealed properly. So should be sealed properly. If it is not sealed properly now, so what will happen, these vapors will remove, okay, will come out from this mouth of the polythene bag, and that's why mouth of polythene bag should be sealed properly. Clear? Then after we'll see next question. Identify the wrong statements and correct them. First, anther is a part of the pistil. What do you think about this one? I told you male and female reproductive system. Male reproductive system is stamen and female reproductive system is pistil. This stamen consists of two parts, filament and anther, and pistil consists of three parts, stigma, style and ovary. So you can see here anther, it is not part of the pistil. Actually this anther is a part of the stamen. So this word is wrong now, it means this statement is wrong, but you have to correct this also. So in place of pistil you have to write down stamen. So now what will be your statement? Anther is a part of the stamen. Now next is the visible parts of a bud are the petals. What it is saying? The visible part of a bud are the petals. No, actually these are not petals. The visible part of a bud are the flower. What are these? Actually these are flower, but when they bloom they convert into flower, but it is asking about this petal. So this visible part of a plant are the petal. So this petal is not actually bud. Actually in place of this bud you have to write down flower. What you have to do here, okay, sorry, we will take it in another trick. Like this, the visible part of a bud are the petals. You just see this structure of flower, petals are there. Okay, and in the outer, okay, outer structure is this green small leafy structure, and this is called sepal. What it is called? Sepal. So you can see there it is asking about visible part of a bud, and bud you can see now, this is bud and it is covered by this sepal. It is covered by sepal. So when you see this bud, so at this time only visible part is sepal, not petal, because petal is covered completely in the form of bud, and in outer surface of this bud you can see only sepals. So in place of petals, what you have to write down there? Sepals. So this statement is also false, and in place of petal you just write down there sepals. Okay. Then after, lateral roots are present in a taproot. What do you think about this statement? It is absolutely true statement. Why? You just see this is taproot. Yes, this is the main root now, and this is taproot. This is taproot, and these are very fine fibers which we can see along with taproot, and these roots are called lateral roots. These are called lateral roots. So what it is saying? Lateral roots are present in the taproot now. We can see here, yes, and these are called secondary roots also. It is called primary root and it is called secondary root. Okay. Now leaves perform the function of transpiration only. It is saying leaves perform the function of transpiration only. No, This statement is also false. How will you write it? You know, leaves perform three main functions. Yes, and these functions are, first is this transpiration. This is first function of leaf. Second is photosynthesis. Photosynthesis. This is carried out by the leaves. And one more activity is there which is performed by leaves, that is respiration. Respiration. So you can see here leaves perform three main functions. Okay, and this is transpiration, photosynthesis and respiration. So how can you say it is true? Not only transpiration, these three functions are carried out by the leaves. Okay. Sorry. Now next we'll see question number 7. Solve the crossword given in figure as per the clues given below it. You can see clues are there, and now we have to complete this puzzle. At first we'll see across. Across, it means left to right. First point is there. Where is first point? At first we have to select the box. Okay, where we have to write down this particular words. So you know, first this one, left to right, it means in these boxes we have to write down the term that describes upward movement of water in a stem. What it is saying? The term, you have to write down the term that describe upward movement of water in a stem. This is called conduction. Okay, you can see here it started from C. So it is conduction. D-U-C-T-I-O-N. It is conduction. Okay. Then after, the part of leaf which is attached to the stem. You know, in previous questions I told you about this one. The part of leaf which is attached to the stem. What is this? It is petiole. Yes. So third point, left to right, you can see there, third point left to right, and hint is there, it started from P, and so it is petiole. P-I-T, petiole, sorry, petiole. P-E-T-I-O-L-E, it's petiole. Okay, it is E. Clear? Then after, fifth point, left to right. This is fifth point, left to right. In these boxes we have to fill, and you can see here hint is there. It started from A. This part is attached to the tip of filament. It is saying this part is attached to the tip of the filament. And you know, it is coming in your mind, what is this filament? You know, filament is the part of stamen. Yes, it is part of male reproductive system, and it is stamen, and stamen consists of two main parts, anther and filament. You can see here this is filament, and on the tip of on the tip of filament it is attached with anther part. So we will write down here anther, A-N-T-H-E-R, it's anther. Then after, down. Now up to down we have to fill plants that are weak and spread on the ground. I told you different types of plants: herbs, shrubs, creepers and trees. So you can see here only creepers are the plants that have very weak stem and they spread on the ground. Okay, and climb also, but by the supporting of any base or any pole or a wall. So these are called creepers. Up to down, first point is there now. So first number up to down, here you have to write down. So C-R-E-E-P-E-R-S, creepers. Okay. Then after, second point up to down, where is second point? This one is started from O. Ovules are present in this part of flower. Ovules are present, where these are present? Ovary. Yes, ovary contains ovules, and ovules are female part of the flower. So we will write down here ovary, ovary. Then after fourth point, up to down. Where is fourth point? This one. It started from L. Is the broad part of a leaf. You just see, this is the structure of leaf. This is petiole and this is midrib, this is veins, flat part. It is asking about broad or flat part of the leaf. You know, this is broad or flat part of the leaf, and this is called lamina. So L-A-M-I-N-A, it's lamina, and you can see your puzzle is solved. Now we'll see next question, question number 8. Fill in the blanks with the terms that are listed below. Options are there. You know, you got this option now. So now it will be so easy to fill these blanks. Anther, male, ovary, ovule, petals, pistil, stamen and filament. Now sepals, comma, fill in the blank, comma, stamens and fill in the blank are the parts of a flower. Actually it is asking about parts of flower. We know very well. So what you have to keep in your mind, structure of flower. In structure of flower, what you can see, you know, sepals. These are green, small leafy like structure. Then what you see, colored part of the flower, which is called, write down here, petals. You can see petals are there now. Stamens, male part of the flower, या male reproductive system of the flower, and obviously it contains female reproductive system also, and it is called pistil. So stamens and pistil, P-I-S-T-I-L, pistil. So you can see here sepals, petals, stamens and pistil are the part of a flower. Then after, stamen is made up of fill in the blank and fill in the blank. You know, stamen consists of two main parts, anther and filament. So this one we have to write down here. So stamen is made up of anther and filament, F-I-L-A-M-E-N-T, filament, and it represents the fill in the blank part of the flower. You know, this is stamen. This stamen represents the which part of the flower? It is male part of the flower, and you can see this male part is there now. So it represents the male part of the flower. Now the female part of the flower is called female part. It is asking about female part now. It is called the pistil. So again we will write down here pistil. First time we have written here pistil, but again we have to write down here pistil. But there is only one time now, but write down two times. So we have written pistil also, we have written stamen, anther and filament also. Okay. And okay. Now the basal swollen part of the pistil is called, you just see, identify this structure. This is stigma part, stigma, and this is style, okay, and this swollen part, it is called ovary. Yes, it is called ovary, and this ovary contains ovules. So this swollen part is called ovary, O-V-A-R-Y, ovary, which contains the ovules. So here we will write down ovules. So you can see here all the blanks are filled. Clear?